Are you starting a business or you already have a business and you're wanting to save time and money by not making common mistakes in your business? I've been in business for 15 years. I've had a service-based business. I've had a blog-based business. I've had an online course-based business. And I'm going to share with you the mistakes I've made and also the mistakes that I find to be the most common when starting and growing your business. Oh, and also like how to avoid these mistakes. We don't want you to make them. Hi there, I'm Molly Kaiser. I'm an online course expert. I've done over $7 million in online course sales, and now I help people just like you to turn your passion into your very own profitable online course. So if you're excited to learn the most common mistakes business owners make and how you can avoid them, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and a like. And if you are excited to learn about this, go ahead and give this channel a subscribe because I come out with videos just like this one every Tuesday. Okay, it's time! Let's dive into the most common mistakes business owners make and how you can avoid them. Okay, the first and most common business mistake that I see other business owners make, and again guys, not only do I see other people make these mistakes, I have certainly made these mistakes myself over the years. Queen of mistakes, but don't worry, they're not mistakes, they're not failures. They're what? Learning lessons. Okay, so the first mistake I see business owners make is driving with their ego. Their ego. Focusing more on what their ego wants and not enough on what the actual business needs. These business owners think they need things like a giant office building, customized pen, swag for their business car with decals on it. The thing is that very rarely are these things actually going to grow your business. Of course, it depends what your business is and what industry you are in, but a lot of times it is mostly driven by ego. In today's world, if you have an online business, you can easily run your entire company through Zoom, Slack, all these different softwares that allow you to talk with and have meetings with your team. And in most online business scenarios, again, depends on the business industry you're in, you don't need a very expensive building to have all of your team members live in the same city, to have them all come to work for set hours, blah, blah, blah. I find a lot of times this is driven by ego. People think it sounds cool to have their own building with their name on it, with a sign on it, you know, to have all the employees working in one place. But again, I know this might be an unpopular opinion. I just think in 2022, this is outdated, and I think all this can be done online. So how to avoid this mistake? Just make sure that you are making your business decisions based on data and logic and not ego. Okay, the next business mistake is building your life around your business and not your business around your life. I have definitely fallen victim to this myself, and I see this happen to business owners all the time. In another video, I recommend the book 4 Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, and this would be especially a great book to check out if you are struggling with working too much and if you are building your life around your business. It should be the other way around. You should be able to build a business that supports the life you want. So not only is that book good to check out, but I do think that you can avoid this by getting really clear on what are your goals? How are you going to achieve them? What's your vision board? And not just setting business goals, but also setting personal goals. And when it comes to personal goals, I think the biggest mistake people make is only setting monetary goals of things that they want to buy. Material goals. And I think that is not a good way to go about it. It's not going to create a happy life for you. Once you start making, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, once you buy the things you want, you're going to quickly realize that money doesn't really matter that much. And it only matters to help you really create that life that you want. So it's really good to be clear on that life. Not the material things, but the life. Like, what's the community? Who do you want to be surrounded with? What do you want your relationships to be like? What are the things you want to achieve? What are the things you want to be known for in your life? So that's the second common mistake, and those are some ways that you can avoid it. Okay, the next common mistake is spending money on ads or wanting to spend money on ads before you have proven your concept of your product and made money and gotten traffic and sales for your product from organic traffic. Because if you are not getting sales and your organic traffic isn't working, your sales method isn't working, Facebook ads is not going to fix that. Russell Brunson once said, think of your product and business like the fire and think of Facebook ads like the fuel. If you don't have a good product, if you don't have a good business, if you don't have a good organic traffic strategy, if you don't have a good sales mechanism that's working, adding fuel to that fire is not going to work because your fire is not lit. You're just going to be dumping lighter fluid onto a bunch of sticks and it ain't gonna work. So it's very easy to avoid this common mistake. Just remember that Facebook ads are not some magical thing that's going to fix your business. In fact, they only work when you already have a great product and a great sales mechanism working, and you need to prove that with organic lead gen first. Okay, the next common business mistake I see is thinking you should hire employees before you even have consistent sales and a consistent sales method working. A lot of times I see people saying like, well, I don't have any sales, I don't have any traffic, so I'm gonna hire a social media manager, I'm gonna hire a marketing department head, I'm gonna hire a VA, blah, blah, blah. You know, the real cold hard truth here is that if you don't already have systems and processes working in your business that you have executed consistently that work and you've documented them, then you have no business hiring someone. Because chances are this means that you're in the beginning stage of your business and there's no way you're gonna have 6 figures or multiple 6 figures to drop on a salary for an employee to come in and fix all the problems in your business. The cold hard truth is that you need to have the foundations of your business solid before you bring in team members to run those systems for you. Okay, the next common mistake is thinking you need to do more in your business instead of just improving the things that are already working in your business. I like to call this squirrel syndrome or shiny object syndrome, which is where you're like, oh, I need Instagram, I need YouTube, I need Facebook, I need ads, I need a webinar, I need a course, I need a membership, I need blah, 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 blah. The thing is that you are never going to be successful if your attention is split into like a million different avenues. You are, however, going to be successful if you focus clearly in on one thing at a time, execute, get that thing working, document it, offload it, automate it, whatever you have to do. Okay, the next common mistake I see business owners making is comparing their business to other people's businesses. So yes, you know, there are times where you might need to look at other people's businesses, competitors' businesses, what they're doing, what's working for them. But what I'm talking about here is really comparing yourself to other people's businesses in a way that's going to mess with your mindset. It is not healthy to constantly be like, oh, they got to $1 million in 2 months, so I should be getting to $1 million in 2 months. The cold hard truth is that every entrepreneur's journey and business is different because we're different. We have different stories. We are uniquely different in our skill sets and how we grow our businesses, and that's okay. I know for a fact you will be successful if you just don't quit. So stop comparing yourself to other people's business journeys. Focus on your own and just try to be better than who you were yesterday. Okay, the next common mistake I see business owners making is not protecting their profit. Recently, I was in a Facebook thread and I saw Perry Belcher, who you should look him up. He's great in the marketing industry. He mentioned how a lot of business owners that are successful end up becoming broke. And one of the reasons is because they're not good at protecting their profit. They're not good at building wealth. And he said, you know, making money with your business and protecting and growing your money are two completely different skill sets. Just because you're good at marketer or a good salesman and you're good at making money doesn't actually mean you're good at keeping that money, growing that money, knowing what to do with that money to build wealth. And a lot of us business owners, you know, we started off without going to school or dropping out of school. We didn't necessarily maybe get a wealth education in school, let alone from our families. So it's really important that you don't fall victim to this and you don't fall victim to taking all of the money and always putting it back into your business. Of course, that's good, but you need to protect your profit. And one of the best ways you can do to solve this, in my opinion, is get yourself a wealth manager. Now, I have a wealth manager. She's based in California and she meets with us really whenever we want, but at least yearly she'll meet with us. Our accountant will talk about, you know, what the bonuses are that year, what we're doing with our money, how we're going to invest it, where we should invest it, what we should do to save money on our taxes, and really make the best decisions we can with our money. It's getting to the point now where our money is actually growing in the stock market more than we're actually even making with our business, which is absolutely amazing. And it's where you want to be. And in order to be there, you need to make smart decisions with your money. Okay, the next common mistake that I see business owners making is taking advice from people who are not where they want to be. It kills me when I see people in forums, Facebook groups, whatnot, asking questions, and the people that are answering their questions have no right to answer that question a lot of times. A lot of times, they're taking advice from people who are where they are or below where they are, maybe a little bit above where they are, but they're not where they want to be. And I think it's really important that you take a course, find a mentor, get a coach that is where you want to be. Like, if you want to be traveling, have money in the stock market, do different things, have a lot of time freedom, then find a mentor and a course that has those things. Make sure you choose your mentor, course, etc. wisely, because where they are is where you're going to end up when you follow their advice. So make sure that it's where you want to be. If you want time freedom, make sure that the person you're learning from also has that. Okay, last but not least, common mistake I see business owners making is thinking that they need to be an influencer or have this giant, huge audience before they can start making sales or selling their course to their audience. And the truth is that you do not need to have a massive audience. You need to have the right audience. So for an example, when I started the current course that I have now, Profitable Courses, I only grew my Facebook group to just 200 members. Now, these 200 people were qualified. These were great potential leads for my course, and I was able to enroll just under $17,000 in enrollments in 30 days from just a 200-person Facebook group. So I just want to remind you, you do not need to have a huge audience, but you do need to get started, and you do need to have a good qualified audience. Now, I hope you found these common mistakes and how to solve them helpful. Go ahead and comment your favorite takeaway below. And if you're wanting to learn more about how to grow a following of potential buyers for your course, and if you're wanting to learn more about how to come up with a profitable course idea, again, how to grow that following and how to sell people into your course, I'm gonna bring down my video, bring up my slides, and show you step-by-step how you can register for my free on-demand training, how to turn your passion into your own online course that's profitable from day one. Just go to profitablecourses.com/class. And here it's going to take you to a page where you can sign up for the class. The class is called How to Turn Your Passion into an Online Course That's Profitable from Day One. Even if you're unsure what to teach, feel inexperienced, don't have a following, or you're short on time. We're going to be covering my profitable idea framework so you can nail down your course idea or ensure the one that you already have picked out will be profitable and get your students crazy good results. I'm going to be showing you my Post-it Power Hour framework so you can create your course content in 1 hour and get your course up and running ASAP. I'm also going to be sharing with you my profitable following framework and how I use it to grow a following from $0 to $17,000 in course enrollments in 30 days, even during the peak of the pandemic. This is super fun workshop. You're going to get a ton out of it. As soon as you enroll, you're going to get a bonus of my Profitable Course Kickstart workbook, and I'm going to be sending you some additional free training videos so that you can start to get results and help right away. Students have had great results with my teaching, so go ahead, just click any of the pink Yes, I'd Want to Attend buttons. Go ahead and select the date and time that you want. It will ask you to put your time zone, first name, email address, and phone number is optional, and then you can click to register now. I can't wait to see you there.